So this is my specialism presentation thing for what I've done, and this is my first draft of my project proposal. It's what I wanted to do, and I changed it later on. Not much, but I added a bit here, a bit there. Made it a bit more cleaner and neater to what I felt I could do as a person, physically and mentally, without making myself ill. So pretty much what it says is what about my thing, my bit I've chosen, what I'm going to do, what softwares I'm going to use, what I'm going to deliver on. And then this is the research. It just covers what character artist is, what they do, how much they earn. Yeah, and then it covers like the first game that had 3D characters, which was Virtua Fighter by Sega in 1993. And looking that up, it was quite difficult to find anything because it kept bringing up Doom and Wolfenstein and all those games which use that 2D trick with makes you follow the camera where the player's going, which was wrong. So right, and then I spoke about the different modelling types and like polygon modelling, volumetric and stuff like that. And then from there, I looked at videos on tutorials and just different tips and tricks to help me model. And after that, it went on more to the Horsemen's, where I only really got Pestilence and who did the first depiction of the Horsemen's and how Conquest became Pestilence before semi-delving into the different adaptations, which there are actually a lot. Some you might not even notice. And then we're on to the concept. So this is the concept for my Horseman Pestilence. I've done 12 before selecting 3 out of that. Which then, those 3, I then decided, okay, I'll choose 1 from that. And that was this creepy tall guy with 4 top appendages with no face. It looked like a hairless anorexic Wookiee, as someone put it the other day to me. And it was quite a challenge to get that, but from what I got, came from my mind in a dream once, more of a nightmare, but I was thinking of plot ideas for a character I made called the Walking Armory a while ago, and I came up with this guy. So I've done a few concepts for how his body looks, how it would look, and then I did a bit of tracing paper to overlay that and show off more of him, which I thought was quite a clever idea, and it was suggested by a friend in college. And then I tried doing a few more concepts of action movements and how he would attack and why he is Pestilence and why he is the Horseman of Pestilence. Or my Horseman of Pestilence is because I made him spray, when he walks he sprays toxic and deadly gas. But after I'd done all that, I did a bit of anatomy with the muscles and the skeletons, so with him doing a XT pose type thing, I did the muscle structures on the front and, well, the back more than the front. I was going to do that later, but never got around to it. And then I went to the side views and, again, didn't get around to it, but that gave me what I needed for the model sheet, which is actually helped me out a lot. Like the Horsemen's probably were the first ones I used a model sheet for, really, because I find when I use a model sheet I'm not that good at modelling, but for this it turned out really weird. And after I modelled Pestilence, it went to War, and War was a challenge to find an idea for. I struggled with 4 ideas, and I decided to go from a rock thing because I watched Ben 10 that day and it was quite a nice idea, and I know I wanted a big 4-armed guy, which these post-it notes represented what I wanted in them spaces, but never got around to. And like it was the same thing with Pestilence. It was like, this is how it's going to work, this is what he looked like, this is how his body functions. There wasn't much to it really, it was more, that's it. And then came Famine, and she was a slime. Now, a lot of people said, why a slime? No, make it a fat dude, you know. And it's like, well, I've made it a slime because it can attach its mandibles to the ground and suck out the nutrients, causing everyone to suffer and starve, hence famine. And that first idea didn't really work. So due to something, so I changed it because I saw a creepy version in my head. And then somewhere, halfway through this year, we had to do an interim presentation, which that's what is showing at the moment, and it has a concept of war I cannot find anywhere, and famine. And then I did Flindwell. He was quite sweet, little side project thing, and yeah, as I was going along though, I took snapshots of progression for my horsemen, and we're going to cover that. We've just seen pestilence in that interim thing, and this is how war kind of went. The legs separate, everything was separate, and then I kind of attached it together. No, that wasn't the best, and it went quite poorly. I mean, famine went okay. She wasn't the best. At first, it was okay. I'll do it with the body attached to the ground, but I didn't like that. I thought it wasn't that good. So I didn't go down with that route, and I changed famine up quite a lot to be floating and being held by mandibles. And in the end, I went with death. Death was the hardest one to design for, as I didn't have an design for him at all until 2 months later, and then it hit me pretty much in the head. Literally, because I did get hit in the head. But death was a hard one to do. I knew I wanted a necromancer, but I didn't know how to do it. And then it just came, and I drew him, and then instantly modelled him. But I didn't have enough time to model a skeleton, so I used one that I bought a while ago. And then I put them all into side, front views, and did it from there. So this is what they are. This is who they are. They are my 4 horsemen of apocalypse. I would like to improve on famine a lot more than what she is. She's the worst one out of all of them. And looking at the skeleton that I used to model, go with death, if I did actually use my time more wisely, I could model the skeleton and make something truly amazing. But unfortunately, I did not have the time due to my stupidity and pathetic attitude to most of this assignment, and not worrying too much about it and saying it was easy when it really wasn't. But that is my specialism, and that is what I've done for it. Whether or not it's enough to pass, I don't know. But I'm proud of what I've done. I'm proud of what I've made. I will go back and update them over time, because quite frankly, they've come out of my head. They're part of this bigger world that I've envisioned, and overall, I'm just happy they exist now as 3D image things that I can show people and go, these are my horsemen. These are what I want, what I see as the horsemen of the apocalypse. So, yes, thank you, and this has been my specialism final presentation.